Hi there, it's Archie. I'm back for the ADHD Care podcast. We're doing a special edition of this podcast. We are out in Kansas City in the US for the International Conference on ADHD, where it's an annual event whereby we bring lots of experts, researchers, people living with ADHD, educators, coaches, clinicians, all coming together for a good cause to learn, share, thrive, and just be together and network pretty much over a course of 3 days. They have this, as I said, annually. Last year we had it over in Anaheim in Los Angeles, and this year it's in Kansas City. So really, really looking forward to this conference. It's an absolute joy. I look forward to coming here. I feel excited about it, and I know some of you aren't able to come. Completely understand, and that's the whole point why I try and do this podcast to capture those key moments and share with you guys, and you can get to hopefully experience what we are experiencing over here. What I'm looking forward to, again, just creating more good relationships and networking with people. I'm looking forward to some of the presentations that we have lined up over the course of the next 3 days. And I'm looking forward to just enhance my knowledge, learning and thriving and connecting with other people and being part of this amazing ADHD community. It's an international conference, so it brings people from different parts of the world. I've already seen a few people that come, some from Europe, some came from Asia. We've had a couple from Australia, and obviously us from the UK, and also some people from the United States themselves and Canada who are part of this conference. There's almost, I think, I don't know, don't quote me, but I'll say over 1,000 attendees this year. It hasn't disappointed, honestly. Talk too much, but I will say keep listening out for the podcast, and I hope you enjoy some of the interviews and the behind the scenes discussions I've had with people, and you can share. As always, we are on our socials. You can follow us on Instagram. Just search for ADHD Care Podcast over there. And also we are on Facebook. Once more, just search for ADHD Care. So I'm going to go back into the Discovery Hall. I think I've had my time in here. I can see there's a few people wanting to come in, but yeah, I'm going to bring more guests onto this podcast and interview them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. I'm so happy to see you.
Happy to see you too.
I I was so afraid you weren't going to come, so I'm so
No,
happy to
I
see
can't
you.
miss this. As you know, every year I have to. It's in my diary. Not going to miss it.
Yes, so definitely glad to see you here, and just so happy. Do you know that with the alliance we had a oh my goodness, it's late. We had a virtual summit. We did a virtual
You
summit
did a
last year.
virtual summit.
Yes, we did a virtual summit,
Okay.
and
I,
so
I didn't know anything about that.
I know. Blame it on my head, not my heart. Um, because we had some. It had a really short one way of deciding to do it, but I felt like it needed to be done because
Right.
we've only been talking about it forever.
Okay.
And I really wanted to get it done. I wanted to get it done not during ADHD Awareness Month because I don't need any more awareness, especially during that month.
Yeah.
What we need is some action, so
True,
some things
true.
to do.
Yep.
And so we did it last Saturday. So it was through the Alliance. So myself, Kofi.
Coffee was in it.
Yes, Kofi was in it talking about black men and ADHD.
Okay.
Dr. Larry, and he did it with Dr. Larry.
Really?
Yes, Dr. Larry was talking about education here
Yeah.
because here they've gotten rid of our Department of Education.
We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about that?
It's ridiculous. First off, because when I was younger, you didn't even consider ADHD, like it wasn't a thing. But I have a son who's like now 22, so living through all that we had to go through with him to make sure that he got out of school, we really needed the Department of Education. We needed the backstop of knowing that we had a place where the teachers knew that there were some things they had to do. There's so much about ADHD they don't know. Like I literally was going and giving like classes every year to teachers, and that's fine. But when it came time for the things that they needed to do for him, if there weren't laws around it, they wouldn't have done anything. And I mean, we even had like lawyers involved. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like for the people now raising their kids, not to mention Department of Education, the fact that now they're trying to say like, well, autism is brought on by Tylenol. Like,
Yeah.
it's getting crazy in these, like,
It is.
Washington streets there, and it's affecting all of us.
Yeah,
So,
I can imagine that.
to have a place where we're talking about it for us and our kids
Yeah.
and ourselves is like really important. So that was another reason why I really wanted to have the virtual summit,
Yeah.
because we need to discuss things about us. So it's like by us, for us, and about us. And so that was the theme of it.
Right.
So he spoke about that. Jamisha spoke about faith in ADHD, and Teresa talked about productivity in ADHD, and I talk about leadership in ADHD, and of course joining and being a part of the alliance, because
Yeah.
we need each other now more than ever.
100%.
And if we don't take care of each other, then who's going to do it? So I'm so glad that I started this earlier,
Yeah.
because I can't imagine trying to start it now in this
Yeah.
climate. So
Yeah.
it really felt like time to have action. And so
Yeah.
that's what we did now. And then we were just actually, Kofi and I were just talking about next steps,
Yeah.
and maybe just having a summit that's for black men with ADHD.
That would be interesting. Honestly, I think if you make it international, you can have some people from all over the world as well joining.
Absolutely. So, I mean, and I think that that's really important now, too.
Yeah.
It's really interesting living in a place where now they want to close really have these like closed borders, right? It's not
Yeah.
something that we're used to here. And I mean, I do have clients that are in different countries, and the way that other clients talk about it, or they're not allowed to talk about it,
Yeah.
is really interesting. And since now we really need to take care of each other,
Yeah.
I think it's imperative to have it be something that's global.
Yeah.
Like, when we live here, we really just think about ourselves, and it's like the bad American, but it doesn't help,
Yeah.
and it really doesn't help us. So,
Yeah.
I really want you to be a part of it.
Thank you.
You've been out here on the internet streets,
I have.
talking the talk, doing this stuff. Well, it has to be done,
It has
right?
to. I'll back you up wherever you need. Honestly, I want to be part of it. Anything I can do to help.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Take it back to the UK. Spread the word everywhere. So
Yeah, that would really be.
let's
great.
do it.
Let's do.
Let's do
All
it.
right. See, so everybody knows that's what we're doing.
So yeah, for anyone that obviously that is not familiar with who you are, and do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Too funny. I'm like, everybody knows me. Not. So I'm IngerShaye Colzie. I am a psychotherapist. I'm an ADHD executive leadership coach. I'm the founder of the ADHD Black Professionals Alliance, and that is a nonprofit for black professionals with ADHD and also for black people with ADHD, so that we can find each other, because we're in such silos. I mean, that's what I realized. And to be able to get the information, advocacy, and any help that we might need that's for us, by us, so that it really does impact us, as opposed to a lot of times the information we get or the actions that are taken, they're great and all, it's nice, but it really doesn't apply to our lives. Like, and to have a place where we can have the conversations that we can only have with each other.
Absolutely.
So it's really exciting to really, like I said, get things going and having the summit, and like now we're going global.
Yeah.
Going global, baby.
Of course you are.
Yes. No, I'm here for it. And like I said, it's what I love coming to the conference.
Yeah.
As much as I'll complain about, oh, we got to get on planes, we got to do all these other things.
Yeah.
I love that we all come here and meet. Right? We all know we're coming. And there's nothing like being around other people that get you, that understand you, like, but in person. Right? The vibe, like, I'm telling you, you can like feel the melanin when we're all together. Because we were sitting over there, and I was like, they're sitting, what are they doing over there? Because we need to be here over here. I didn't know you were doing this. But it was just more of like being in the space together and having this moment in time together. Because it's so impactful that you, like you said, even with all the stuff that's going on here, you're still going to fly across the world to come and be here.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's so important, us being together and figuring some things out for ourselves. And hey, maybe that's what we need. Then we need to have an in-person summit.
We definitely need to, and we need to carry on the conversations after this conference as well, like what you said.
Yes.
I'm glad you've done the online summit as well, and hopefully 2026 we can organise more get-togethers, summits, and everything that can come with that. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to this year?
So this year here at this conference.
This conference, yeah, sorry, yeah.
So at this conference, I'm looking forward to. I've already spoken once about culturally competent coaching.
Yeah.
So cultural humility and what that means for coaches. as there isn't so much of it, I feel, in our industry. I think not because they don't want to, it's because they don't know. So that was a time where it really was for some education and a little bit of advocacy. I'm also doing my Black Women with ADHD roundtable that I do every year. So that's tomorrow, and then Saturday we're doing cultural humility just in ADHD, and what that means, and how, you know, what it is to be black with ADHD. So that's what we're doing. Myself, Dr. Larry, and excuse me, and Angela Green, who is the president of Philadelphia Chad. So, we're out here doing some things in these streets to be sure that we get the word out, and other people's presentations that to support each other. Excuse me, because there's other people out here that are here doing a lot of different. I haven't got a chance to look at all of them, but are doing a lot of different presentations that I think are really important. And again, the camaraderie is really what I'm looking forward to. That is really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we got some new faces this year.
I know, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm like, because it's funny. We saw it was like, whose hair is that?
I know.
Who is that? I said we have to go find it.
And that's how I started talking to Tammy, just by the bar over there. I could see she didn't seem lost, but I knew I'd never seen that face before. And I thought, okay, let me reach out to her. We just started talking. I introduced her to Brianna, and next thing we're talking about the Black Professionals Association. And next thing she said, look, she's here. And, we've exchanged our social details and stuff like that. I mean, that's just what this conference is about, isn't it? Just to look after each other. Just make everyone feel welcome, particularly for the new attendees as well.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. That this is proof positive of what we do when we come to places and how we are able to support each other and how it's just natural. Like for us to gather is just so natural, and to take each other in is so natural. That part where it's like people are like you're on your own and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, it's so not true for us. That's been something that we're told to us. And so I get to see it in action is always so exciting, because she and I started talking, and it's like, oh, then I'm going to see you here, and it's like, oh my goodness, and it feels like I know her.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's another lady as well who I saw. She's gone now, but
Okay, we gotta find her.
we got to find her. We've still got a couple of days anyway.
We'll find her.
Exactly.
We'll find her. Yeah.
So if someone is listening who has ADHD and maybe struggling to accept the diagnosis, what would you say to them?
So it's really interesting because some people, this is what used to happen. So there was a time where people was like, oh, ADHD coach. People didn't even know what I was talking about. People used to be like, oh, kids, and people would be like, you're a wonderful person, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? Now with the TikTok and with the pandemic, I call it the TikTokification. So many people are more like, oh, I have ADHD. And it's like, do you? Do you really? Do you know? Because now there's 30-second clips that basically say, I have ADHD, so I suck, right? It's all these things that are bad. There's never the other half about the great parts, or how to have it where it's not even managed, but where it's something that impacts you in a great way. That's never talked about. That's what I talk about. And I think that's the thing about people who don't want to accept it or don't know what to do with it, that it is not just this 30-second clip of, I forget my keys, or my partner thinks I'm crazy, or all those other things that you hear from people. Those things really aren't all of it, because there are other parts that are great about it that people don't think about. And so when you can actually accept it or look at it or decide you want to delve deep, and what are the parts that you want to change? Not that your partner wants to change, not that your parents want you to change, or your kid wants to change, or even your work wants you to change. If there's anything you want to change, great. And if there are things you want to really dig into, great. But the parts that are really working well, when you really lean into that, that's when it becomes, I don't know if we're going to call it a superpower, but that's when it becomes great for you. Oh,
They're kicking us out now.
See? So, right? See, I said a word, the mic drop, bam. So it's just find your people.
Find your people, find your tribe.
People. Yeah.
IngerShaye, I look forward to your talk, and I look forward to obviously everything that's going to happen in this conference and in the next few months and years. And I'm glad that we connected, and we definitely, worth staying in
It's a
touch.
blessing to have you here
Thank you.
and in our life, and it's a
Did you hear
blessing
that?
to have you doing all these things for Black people with ADHD. Like
Abs-
I can't tell you. So
I
thank
mean,
you.
that's the passion for me. It's not a job. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you.
I've got Tamara, who is an author, of course. You're an
Yes.
ADHD coach as well, aren't you?
Yes.
And you are the founder of the ADHD Center in West Michigan.
West Michigan, wonderful memory.
I
Yes.
remember. There you go.
Wow, A plus.
That's it. And of course, you're part of the organisation committee for this conference as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, amazing conference as always.
Love it.
We come from the UK. We travel all the way, and we look forward to every year. Do you want to give us a flavour in terms of this year for people that couldn't make it? What to expect? How you went about organising this one in particular?
Yeah, I love the energy at this conference. If you ever want to come to this conference, it's for people like us. It's for people who have ADHD, who are finding their place. It's for professionals who work with ADHD. So I love the energy. The energy this year is absolutely fantastic. But if they couldn't come this year, we actually have an online version of the conference. It's called iConnect. Don't quote me on the dates because it's in February sometime. But that would be a great way. We really procured a lot of wonderful speakers, and that would be another great way for people to join us.
Yeah. And obviously, you condensed the virtual part of the
Yes.
conference, so it's not going to be like 10 hours like what lucky enough we've actually experienced. That I think you're doing 4 hours a day over 4 days or something. Like
Yes, and we keep moving for different time zones. We're trying to get it comfortable. There will be recordings available, but I think it's going to be a wonderful time.
We just had a keynote speech from Dr. Brandy just now. There's a queue, people waiting to get books signed and everything. She's fantastic. We were just saying, a lot of people didn't know who she was, and
Right.
and she's doing amazing work in the ADHD space. I mean, like for you guys to find her in the first place and to invite her to be the keynote, that's just, I mean, hats off to you guys.
Oh, thank you. She is just a great human being. And I love when we get keynotes. Bill Dotson was last night. And someone walked up to me and said, I want Bill to be my grandfather, dad, someone. I just love him so much. And he's a big deal in this world, kind-hearted. Dr. Brandy is the same way. She's incredibly intelligent, incredibly powerful speaker, and yet she has the kindest down-to-earth spirit. So that's what we're looking for in keynotes.
How did you find these speakers? I mean, like, for us, it's amazing when we come to experience and we hear them talk. But I mean, there's a whole process you go through. I mean, not just the keynotes, but everyone, all these speakers and people who give presentations and things. How do you kind of whittle them down to go, yep, these are the keynote speakers that we're going to have this year?
That's a really good question. I think there's a little sorcery involved because I don't even know what magic it is. I do know a lot of people recommend people, and then we go through the list. We're looking to see if they're great speakers, if they'll connect with their audience in a real way. So that's really what we're looking for. But how we do it, I don't know. I'm always surprised each year how it gets done.
Yeah. It's always like, if I think back to since I've been coming here, you've had entertainers, you've had physicians, you've had researchers, and it seems to always work. And I like how you balance it as well over the 3 days. I mean, that's intentional, isn't it? You want to keep things. You know.
We do. Our first night, we try to lean a little bit more towards research. Second day, we try to live or kind of get people to this practicality of what do we do with it. And then the third day is kind of a lived experience. And we try to follow that formula, but as you've experienced, the formula breaks down because speakers cross all three, and it's just lovely when they do.
You've had a massive attendance again this year. It's huge, given that the location as well. And I come from the UK. We've had to connect 2 flights to get here. I mean, I'm not having a go.
So happy you're here with a shutdown and everything.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Right. And what is it that, what is it that keeps bringing people back every year after year?
Okay, so this is what happened to me today. I was standing with Ari Tuckman. We had just finished the keynotes, and a woman came up, and she was crying, and she said, can I just tell you guys something? And we're like, what? And she's like, I didn't know I needed this place. I grew up with ADHD. I always felt bad about it. I hated myself, and now I have a daughter who's falling apart, and I need to do better by her. And you guys are helping me. And she was just full of tears. And I thought, that's why I do this.
A lot of first-time attendees as well I've seen, and how people just embracing them. When you see someone standing by themselves, and you say, "Okay, hi, how are you doing?" You know, and that's how it's been.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is.
That is the ethos of this conference, and that is exactly how we want to keep this conference.
What shall we expect? We're only day 2 now. What shall we expect for the rest? What's to expect for the next day and so?
Yeah, so we have great sessions lined up. And, this is a place where, we're standing in front of all these books. All the authors are walking around this conference, and that's really exciting. So we have great sessions. Tomorrow, we have a lawyer talking about U.S. We're facing some issues with how people see ADHD and fund ADHD research. So he'll be talking to us about that.
Yeah. If people want to find out more about yourself, particularly amazing work, I know you've got a few books you've amazing published as well. How can they find out more about yourself?
You can go to my author's website, TamaraRosier.com.
And lastly, just give us a flavour of what your books are all about.
Oh, I would love to. Thanks for asking. My first book was called Your Brain's Not Broken. It's been translated into 5 languages, and that kind of freaked me out when I didn't know I was writing a book for that. But the power of Your Brain's Not Broken is it really, I wrote it to the people just to let them know you're different, but you're okay. Yeah. And then my second book is You, Me, and Our ADHD Family, and that's because ADHD runs in families. So it's not a parenting book, it's so you're in a neurodiverse family, now what? And then I have a workbook to go along with Your Brain's Not Broken.
And all the books are here. I can
Yes.
see there's quite a few there,
Yep.
and people can get them on any kind of bookstores, Amazon, and stuff like that.
Yep. Wherever fine books are sold.
Absolutely, there you go. I'll let you go, and we again, literally, I think we're in the front of the queue now
Yes.
to go and speak to
Yes.
Dr. Brandon.
Thank you so
Nice
much
to
for
see you
taking
tomorrow.
the time to talk.
All the best.
All right,
Take
thank
care.
you.
Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thanks for coming over here.
No problems at all. Pippa,
Archie.
how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you, Archie.
Amazing, great catching up with you. And so me and Pippa, honestly, we literally just connected a few days ago.
Not even, Archie. It might be 24 hours.
Was it 24 hours?
I think it was 24 hours, Archie. Yeah,
And
now we're best friends. Because we have ADHD.
Absolutely,
Yes.
and we're in the ADHD sphere, as you can tell, at the
Yeah.
International Conference on ADHD here in Kansas City.
We are.
Of course, Pippa is from the UK.
I am.
Do you want to tell our listeners exactly who you are, what you do, and what brings you into this ADHD space?
Okay, so I'm a chartered coaching psychologist. I largely work to support girls and women to live well with ADHD,
Yeah.
so I do that kind of one-to-one work. I mentor under 18s and I coach over 18s, but I also deliver training and speak and advocate, and I facilitate, in fact, a community of women where I live in Hertfordshire in England. So if any of you ladies are listening and you're in Hertfordshire and you wish to find fellow ADHDers, check me out.
And what's your company name?
Oh, my company is called The Advantage, and you can find me at my website www.theadvantage.co.uk. I'm sure Archie will put something on some
course.
show notes or something.
We will
when
drop
he is
a link and more
there.
details about
He's
Pippa.
going to drop a link, see. Of course
and
he
all
is.
And all your
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
links and handles and that and stuff.
But I come to this conference because it is such an uplifting experience. I came for the first time 3 years ago and really felt that I would never not be able to come back. It lifted me so much, that the quality of the speakers here, the variety of information, and just being in such a space. I did read there were 3,000 people here. I don't know if that's...
Was it?
I don't know if that's
Wow.
true and at what point it was, but
Yeah.
imagine that, guys, 3,000 people
Wow.
who
Yeah.
all care about what we care about,
Yes.
all working for what we're working for. Like, it's really special. So
It
yeah.
is. It's like, coming together for a common cause,
Yeah.
rightfully so.
Yeah.
For people that I've been asking everyone I've been interviewing this question, like, can you describe to them what we've just experienced for the last 3 days?
Oh my gosh.
Including the setting we at and everything.
Yeah.
How would you describe it? How would you sum it up?
So it is, it is utterly exhausting. I will say that. You have to be made of stern stuff, but it is the most. There is something here for everybody. So I'm a coaching psychologist. Archie's clinical. So we're here with other therapists, with other clinical people, with other coaches, with adults with ADHD, people that are parenting ADHD. We're all under this roof together, and it feels really like warm and inclusive. Everything is pitched. Everything I've gone to has been pitched perfectly for me, and obviously we choose. So like Archie and me haven't been in the same things. But I think our experience has been equally as good. Like Archie's gone to the things that he needed to. I've gone to. So it is. It's brilliant. And what is so amazing, because I'm a bit of a fangirl, is actually like, you can touch the people that you've been reading about and that you've been sharing with your clients and like be in their orbit.
Yeah.
That is quite humbling.
And there's not a lot of people from the UK, we have to
No,
say. This year.
We're thin on the ground, Archie. Me and Archie.
I know, yeah, exactly.
And,
We're like,
yes,
yay, we're in
yeah.
the same team.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, where are you guys? Come on now.
Exactly.
Get over here.
Absolutely. It's quite a long way to come here, to be fair.
To be fair, it is. Yes, it is.
And the route, it's not straightforward. You had to catch two
No,
flights.
you did.
Yeah.
So yes, so that's because me and Archie are super committed.
Dedicated.
Next year it's in Baltimore, guys. One flight on the right coast for us. So Baltimore, come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? So many people, we had this thing about the cafe downstairs, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think we need to tell our
Outrageous.
listeners that.
Yeah,
right?
let's
put them into context in terms of like how we're missing
Yes.
a proper brew.
Yeah. So this is the major downside, and because I've only come to this like once a year, I keep forgetting that this is going to be a problem, because it is a problem every year.
Yeah.
And when I arrive and get settled into my hotel, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need a cup of tea. And this is not doing it for me.
No.
So then I walk in a direction to source tea bags and milk and everything. And I did do that at substantial cost and, tiring on the old legs. Archie wasn't that committed. He didn't do that, but I did. So I have had my tea, but because Archie rightly thought there is a cafe in this hotel, right? So
Which
he
there
thought
there is.
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Except, guess what? I don't know if it's open now.
It's
I can't see
literally-
it.
No. I was just about to update you on that.
Oh, tell me.
It's the cafe gate or tea
Yes.
gate.
What the heck? What's happened? Do you know?
It's shut. It's been
It's shut.
closed pretty much.
Like
all
3,000
day.
people here.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, they must have lost absolutely
I mean,
thousands
if
of
that
dollars.
was in the UK, honestly, there'll be.
How is there not a
There'll be
riot?
protests that
Yeah, I think there's not a riot because we're all having such a great time that we're not going to complain about the coffee. But it is like Sheraton need to take some feedback about this.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the tea breaks that we've had, we were served with iced coffee.
Yeah.
No, iced tea.
Iced
Iced tea, yeah.
It's
iced
grim,
tea.
guys. It's grim. Like, it's not like Lipton iced tea in the bottle. No. It was. You couldn't
I
really
tried it.
make it
I
work.
didn't even taste the tea, honestly.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah.
And they had lemonade next
They
to
did.
it as well.
We want cups of tea,
Yeah.
and failing that, a cup of coffee actually would work. But we have sacrificed our tea
we
for
miss
this.
our tea. Absolutely.
But that's how seriously we are committed.
I mean, someone was drinking Earl Grey earlier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's this one lady, right? She knows so much about tea.
Yeah.
It's putting me and Archie to shame. Me and Archie are like, what do you mean? Like, what tea do you drink? We're like, just tea, right? And she's like, well, do you prefer Lady Grey or Earl Grey? Or do you find Ceylon too
No, she
strong?
was asking for chai. She was asking
Oh,
chai as
yeah.
well. Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
chai.
it went like, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I feel like
Yeah.
I learned a lot about tea from an American
Do you know
woman.
what? I mean, I've eaten lots of pretzels as well. I mean, from the flight as well.
Yeah. Do you-
Yeah.
yeah, pretzels. They're not that nice, really, are they?
No.
They're not very special, but I suppose they do the job. Like,
I miss a good old digestive.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, we're gonna let them know at the Sheraton that digestives, tea, coffee need to be on tap. Really.
Absolutely. I mean, you've just given an amazing talk just
thank
now.
you.
Cultivating self-compassion
Yes.
to live well as a woman with ADHD.
Well remembered. Yeah.
Excellent. That was. Do you want to give a flavour of what you just talked about?
So basically, self-compassion is a protective factor against the things that women with ADHD are incredibly vulnerable to. So we are often living with higher incidence of anxiety, like to the point it's diagnosable, generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and it's actually a really long list. But what we know is if women with ADHD can cultivate and grow more self-compassion, they're protecting themselves against those things. So like prevention's better than cure, right? So I'm hoping that my sharing of the nature of self-compassion, I try to give some practical ways of engaging with self-compassion. I'm hoping that the people that listened will be a little bit more compassionate to themselves tomorrow than what they were today. And it is a journey, and it's always I'm not standing here saying, oh yes, I am the queen of self-compassion. I'm not, but I can tell you that it's really helped me. And when I have been compassionate to myself, I can feel the difference, and it is a really big benefit, and it's free. You don't need a prescription, so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, we live in a stressful world, and
Yeah.
when you add your ADHD to the mix as well, it can feel quite overwhelming.
Definitely.
You feel burnout, and it's nice to pause and give yourself that grace and compassion. As you said, we did a nice meditation session in there as well during the talk.
Yes,
which was quite relaxing. That's the feedback I got.
Yeah,
from
I was so
out.
pleased because I wasn't sure, like I was thinking, oh, I could have a riot, they could be like, what do you mean? I'm not closing my eyes and sitting still.
Yeah.
I was basically and I really relate to that because when, so I know how helpful mindfulness is for ADHD. That's very well supported with the evidence and the research and stuff. But then, I ignored it for quite a while because I was like, yeah, well, clearly I'm not that ADHD person. I'm not going to be able to do that. But when I actually understood that mindfulness is about bringing your attention to the present moment, and that I can do that whilst walking, whilst washing up, whilst doing anything I'm actually doing, it became much more accessible to me. And oftentimes people with ADHD are either stuck on something that happened in the past or worrying about something that's in the future, completely overlooking here, right now, like living the moment, being in the moment and present and engaging in it. Which this is a more helpful, healthy way to be alive, really. So that's what I was trying to communicate, which I hope I did.
I know you do a lot of amazing work in the UK as well. You work with lots of individuals with ADHD. You work with a lot of women with ADHD as well.
Yeah.
And if people want to also access your support and get some support with
of course. I have got a little bit of capacity for clients. And I operate on Zoom if you're not living where I live. But also I can see people in person. I do also try to put a lot of information and content via my social media into the world about how to live well with ADHD as a woman, because coaching can be quite a pricey intervention. I understand people can't always afford that. So I'm trying to do that. I facilitate a community, as I said, and if you don't live in Hertfordshire, you need to start one where you are, ladies, because it's magic. That is so cool. So but you can find me through my website. My business is called The Advantage. On Instagram I am The Advantage. On Facebook I'm The Advantage. On LinkedIn I'm Pippa Simu. So
how did you find, this is your first time speaking at this conference?
It is.
What was that like for you?
It was super exciting. So I did a proposal when they asked for proposals, and I followed all the rules, and I thought I'd done a pretty good job. And then I heard back from them that I didn't make the cut because, they had an amazing high quality and blah, blah. Of course they did. Yeah. I was like, okay, guys, fine, I can take it. But then somebody dropped out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So then they asked me to step in, super excited. Yeah. And it was probably quite good because I didn't have a really long time to think, oh my gosh, this is really scary. Yeah. It was only a few
deadline.
And I'd actually kind of forgotten the work that I'd done. Anyway, I was a bit nervous because it was the half past. So I was in the last session on the last day, and
Which is literally what we just come out.
Yeah,
of
we've just come out, and I
Yeah.
was really thinking like it could be me and the microphone, but actually. It was quite well attended. Archie did his bit. He drummed up a bit of trade for me.
Commission.
Yeah. But it was a really lovely experience. Actually, I felt very privileged to have the attention of those people, to share this information with them, and to hopefully feel that they are better for it. So it's been a really good experience, and all the things I would worry about, like, oh my gosh, the slides aren't working, oh my gosh, the screen's not working, I was really relieved that all of that's kind of taken care of. So that was a big relief, because I my sum total of my knowledge is turn it off and turn it on again, really. So
That works sometimes.
Yeah.
Given that we've come to the end, which is sad, this is the last day of the conference,
It
and
is.
you said your last talk was literally the last.
Yeah, it was,
Before the end of conference party, which we're
Indeed.
looking forward to. We can see people just rushing out to go and get dressed and prepare for the party. What would you say has been your highlight, or what are the highlights of this particular year's
This
conference?
particular year, so hearing Dr. William Dodson speak was amazing.
Keynote speaker.
Yeah, he was a keynote speaker on day one. I have heard him speak before, and when I saw the title of his talk, it was something like, effective medication, and I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't feeling like it would particularly resonate, but I didn't cry, but it really moved me how he spoke with such compassion, really validating the experience of his patients with ADHD, and it was so incredibly moving to hear a clinician with all of those years, all that learning, all that experience, speaking about us in that way. And that was similar with Brandy as well, our second keynote. Their commitment to optimizing our experience was so heartening. I've never heard a doctor in the United Kingdom speak like that. So they were amazing. I also am a big fan of Dr. Lynn. I'm going to kill her last name. I think it's Pichet.
Yeah.
Lynn Pichet.
From Canada.
Canada. So I came last year and I heard her talk on ADHD and sex. I think she called it the basics. And then this year it was beyond the basics.
Right.
So it was like, okay, building on what we know. I like that.
Yeah.
But there is so little support or information out there on this area. I find Lynn incredibly easy to listen to. Also, I feel like I've come out equipped with actual information strategies that I can support myself with, but also with my clients, and know that that they're solid, So she was great. To be honest, I've not been disappointed by anything I have gone to.
Great. I mean, we were spoiled for choice.
At
one point I was having to decide which session do I go into, because there's just so many.
Yeah.
As you said, there's so many. They how they are kind of like how they organise it. It's everything. There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. No group of people are sat around going, oh well, there's nothing for me right now.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go up to my room. or something like that.
It is. It's like such a rich pickings. I also really loved the lady that did ADHD. I want to say Rachel Feldman, I think.
Right.
She was brilliant, really, really insightful and helpful, because a lot of the ladies in my community and some of my clients are identifying in that way or have the dual diagnosis, and a lot of the kids I work with. So when I go into schools, I don't pick the kids, the school pick the kids. So they think this kid is a good fit for me. And quite often, actually, they've just got autism. But often they haven't just got autism anyway. Clearly it's abundantly obvious to me there's other stuff going on. But anyhow, I found her talk really helpful too. So, yeah.
I mean, there's been so many key moments
Yeah.
throughout the course of this last 3 days, and certainly, did you ever do the morning like walk and talk or the mindfulness
No,
stuff? Or
I
the
wrote.
yoga?
I put them in my schedule, Archie, and I've made a note to myself for next year.
Yeah.
Pippa, you're not going to do them. So don't tell yourself you're going to do them. You're just not. So, yeah.
I mean, that if you think about it, the day starts from 7
Yeah,
in
like,
the morning, all
yeah.
the way till 8:30,
Yeah,
9,
like
sometimes
yeah.
10.
I have taken myself for a walk. I've gone like when it suits me, where I've wanted to go, and I've enjoyed. I mean, the weather here is amazing.
We've had blue skies today,
I know,
haven't we?
blue skies. The trees are really beautiful. The colours that they're changing. This isn't a particularly. This is quite a sort of. I don't know. We called it beige yesterday, didn't we? So bland,
bland,
something
yeah.
like that, bland
Yeah,
or beige. Yeah. And it's not like I wouldn't say like rush to Kansas City. You're missing out. Like,
Oh, no. Yeah.
it's
No.
yeah. Like, and obviously it's fine. It's fine, but not like a place you need to go before you die.
I mean, there's other places.
There
can
are other
go. I mean,
places, yeah.
I wouldn't put it on top of the
No.
list. Let's put it that
But
way.
there are some green spaces
Yeah.
that I found, and I have loved being outside and in the sunshine.
What did you think of the location itself, Sheraton?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's done the job. Like,
Yeah.
except the cafe.
Oh, except they were.
Except the cafe, guys,
I mean, they
yeah.
need to work on the cafe. I mean,
Yeah,
we've
definitely.
gone back to Baltimore next year.
Yeah.
So we can breathe a sigh of relief
Thank
on that.
goodness,
But
with-
that's the feedback.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, we didn't have to travel too much.
No, it
'Cause
felt
the rooms,
quite
I don't know if
contained.
people can see, but essentially, there's 2 floors. There's obviously the ground, first and second floor. We're on second floor now. There's plenty of open spaces, the lobby down
Yeah.
there. There's lots of rooms on the other side. We've got the discovery hall, the exhibition hall. There's so many other lecture seminar rooms, if you want to call
Yeah.
them that, along here. But I mean, didn't have to walk too much
No,
compared to last year. Do you remember? in California?
Yeah, it was a lot
That
last
felt
year.
like, gosh, it was.
Yeah,
isolated,
and
yeah.
I felt a bit disorientated. It didn't take me very long here at all to get the lay
Yeah.
of it, you know, like
Oh yeah.
very quick.
work out where the
And
rooms
also signage is very good.
Yeah,
The
true.
signage is very good. We saw the signs in action on the escalator yesterday. An accident waiting to happen right there. But I think they've
saw
done
that.
really well with like putting signs or volunteers in the right place to.
I was gonna
corral
say,
you, yeah.
They've had more volunteers this year as well.
Yeah, I volunteered last year and I didn't this year, and I'm going to volunteer next year because I've come by myself, and volunteering obviously forces you to talk to people.
Absolutely.
I'm lucky that Archie noticed that I was here and reached out, so that was really nice. But
Yeah.
when you come by yourself, you have to kind of like
You do.
sort of push yourself, and sometimes you don't really feel like that. So, but when you're a volunteer, that's helpful. And you do. They call you a volunteer, but they don't pay you. They just take money off your ticket. So,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you do get like, which is also good because it costs quite a lot to be here.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of volunteers. Oh, the puppies! How did I
Oh,
not
yeah,
say the
puppies.
puppies?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, scrap everything I said. The puppies were the best thing ever. Like, they've never had puppies before,
No.
and frankly, they will always have to have puppies now. How could they not have
how
puppies?
did that idea come about?
I've got no idea actually. I suppose that one of the chairs of one of the organisations that puts this together, this is her hometown. So I don't know whether she has a connection with that shelter or something, because they're from a shelter.
Okay.
They're from a shelter, guys, a no-kill shelter, so that the dogs will live. They will live.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going to homes. But yeah, I wonder if it's something like that. But I'm
Right.
thinking,
Yeah. They were the hit.
yeah, huge.
Literally, how many cuddles did they get?
Oh yeah,
You were in there. For
I was
almost
in there
like-
with Emily.
like the
Emily,
whole lunch break, wasn't
yeah, I could have been. Well, we were on a timer, sadly.
Yeah.
But they were gorgeous.
Yeah,
That was
I
so
mean,
nice.
we took a video of you, so if people
Yeah,
want
thank
to see
you, Archie. You can see Pippa with the
Pi-
puppies.
Pippa in the kennel.
yeah, it was a bit like that, wasn't it?
It
It
was.
was the cage.
It was,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah. But
We
it's
can,
been
you
so
can see it
good.
on our social media, and
Yeah.
on your social media as
Yes,
well, on
thank you.
Instagram and things. But so yeah, party. So tell us more about.
Do you know what?
You-
I'm not
you-
going to lie. I've never been to the closing party ever.
Ooh, okay.
I know.
That's breaking news.
Yeah,
right?
that's breaking news. I don't know. Archie might persuade me. Have you been then?
I have. Yeah, every year.
Tell me about it.
It's interesting. Obviously, we're going to have it. I think on the first floor. I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a way of ending the conference. You know,
Yeah.
there's a live band. There's food. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Drinks, definitely.
Yeah.
People just letting their hair down.
Okay.
Sometimes you haven't had a chance to speak to other people.
That's
because
true.
we've been so busy.
Oh, wait,
so
yeah.
socially, it's more. just a fun way to end the conference.
I feel like, is there something like reconnect? Is that, they're calling something like
iConnect or
something like
reconnect? Yeah,
yes,
that's it.
maybe before the party. Is it something
So
like
there's
to
the
try and
reconnect, and then there's the quiet party.
Right,
Have
okay.
you seen the quiet party? So it's just literally, it's not as hyped up with music and stuff. It's just,
where are they going to be? The quiet. Will there be anyone there? I don't know. Well, maybe there will
maybe
be.
there's some library or something.
Yeah.
There, just
I have been in the quiet room actually. They have those like armchairs that rock.
Really?
Yeah, like they're like a proper armchair, like a sofa armchair, but they rock. And the lighting's very soft.
I was going to say, is it like a sensory room?
Possibly, definitely like a decompression sort of space, I would say.
Really?
I just went in to get the QR code for the quest. And I'm still like number 26. Last year I did quite well. I was leader for a bit, and then David, with a very difficult last name, who's someone important, he's top of ADCA. He wiped the floor with me in the end.
Really?
I was flying the flag for Britain though. I did well for a while there, Archie. I did.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah,
excellent. So party definitely I recommend.
Okay, looks like I'm going to the party.
I mean, people say I'm going to put my head in, and next thing is there till 10:30.
I'll poke my head in.
Poke your head in.
Yeah.
Look out for Dr. Carolyn Lynch-Parcells.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
You will see. You know her, right? You know Dr. Carolyn.
Probably. Yeah.
She's the one. Were you in the open, the last keynote this morning?
Yes.
She was Taylor Swift.
Oh, she was Taylor Swift. That was so cool. Where else do you see doctors dress up as Taylor Swift with a guitar?
Yeah.
And glittery skirt.
Yeah, can you describe to our listeners what we just experienced this morning?
So it was a very heavy keynote speaker, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
And I suppose like a little silver lining for maybe me and Archie was, thank God we don't live here, because it is like really a scary time for the American ADHD community and other marginalised communities here. So there was this quite heavy, serious talk, like a kind of call up to action. Matt was trying to get people to contact their congressman, and then Shake It Off came on. Was it that?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So I think it was. I thought it was going to be just now we're having some. Because they're quite big into their music on the stage, aren't they? Yeah. And then suddenly there was this woman. I mean, okay, I didn't think, oh my God, it's Taylor, but. I thought she did a good job.
She was pretty much really
lovely wig.
Everything.
She was wearing a conference t-shirt, wasn't she? But she had a glittery skirt on in the conference colours, and a guitar, and she kept going. Because we were all going to get coffee at this point before the next session, but she carried on for the whole thing. I was like, that's commitment. I didn't know that was her.
That was her.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So I mean,
will she be appearing as Taylor later to entertain us?
But the thing, she'll keep it under wraps.
Okay.
It's all surprise.
So we have to be like, oh my gosh.
That's her, I mean, she wears bright clothes, very bright and very out there. You see her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's great. We've had her on our podcast a few times.
Cool.
I actually interviewed her on this
did you?
conference a few days ago.
Archie has been hard on it with the interviews. Very good.
You know what? I've been trying to do my best to take this information to everyone else.
And you know what? I'm so grateful that Archie is doing that, because we were talking about this last night, that there is nothing like this in the United Kingdom or Europe, actually, the whole of Europe. So our job, if we've come, we can't keep it to ourselves. We must push out the learning and the experience to others, to encourage more people to come, but also that other people can benefit from the latest thinking and the I feel that's we are doing that to take it back. As you said, it's not just like a personal thing. We're doing it for to benefit for the others. Yeah, absolutely.
We're unfortunate enough to be able to come here.
Yeah.
You're doing amazing work on your social media. You've been literally posting every
session
you've gone into, every moment and capturing it all.
And now I'm going to go quiet. I go I can do it when I'm here, because I'm so kind of excited. Oh my gosh, and then you won't hear from me for and I'll still put sensible things out there, but not puppies. Puppies are featured quite a lot so far.
Tell you what, we've got so much content that we can keep maybe
you just bring the puppies.
For the next 3 weeks.
I think if you yes, but it's so cool what Archie's doing. I wouldn't have thought of this myself, and although Archie's been before and done this before, I'd never seen him do it. But I think it's magic what he's doing. Like, I feel like he's like wrapping it up in a bubble and bringing it back. So and then everyone can benefit.
And I like the fact that it's behind the scenes as well. It's not literally, because you can watch the presentation videos back and all of that. It's literally like this.
and that way, perhaps because be real, people. If you bought those videos, are you ever going to watch them? I'm not. No, I know I'm not. I'd have very good intentions, and then it would come around again the next year, and I'd be like, oh dear, I didn't watch them. Yeah,
exactly.
so yeah.
Lastly, obviously, for people that weren't able to come to this one, there's an online.
There is in February, isn't there?
In February, so and literally,
end of Feb, I think.
I think it's over 3 days. I think.
Yes, they said. So I've never done the online thing before. I haven't been a speaker or a participant. But I understand that it's going to be different in 2026. That they're spreading it over more days because it was kind of a lot squashed in. If you were like, maybe it was going to be like 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. or something. So I think they're going to do like 3 or 4 hours a day over a longer period of time, which I'm applauding because especially online, right? Like you need to sort of pause and sit with that information and but that is a really good way of getting access to some of these people.
True.
They did say what they were calling it. It was going to have a new name, wasn't it?
iConnect.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah,
iConnect. There we go. We're doing our bit, aren't we? We're like pushing it out there.
I mean, we are.
We should actually. We should like they should give us some like I don't know commission or something or money back.
Should we find Ari?
Definitely. I think they should be very grateful. Actually, yes, they should.
We are. We're taking this back to the UK.
We are. We are.
Pitch the idea. Set up a conference.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh, we would love that.
We would love that. I mean, trying to have some of I like the idea of having keynote speakers as well, and how the different types of keynote speakers they've had over the years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like
fantastic, isn't
it? I think I have been in a space with. I've read their books. I've seen them on TV. But to be in the space with them just feels so. I don't know. It feels special to me to hear them in person. Last year I sat behind Thomas Brown as he went up for his award.
I remember filming it, honestly,
Yeah,
and I was literally about to go and ask him to come onto the podcast, and sadly passed away.
Yeah,
a few months later. Which is sad. And he was honoured, wasn't he? He was honoured with the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I think it was.
On that day, the last conference. His work had really sort of changed it really broadened my understanding of what it is to live with ADHD. But like to be in a space with these people, to walk with them, to eat with them, I don't know, it's something really special. But if you can't do that, guys, the online event I would say would be well worth it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah. Have you bought any books at all this year?
I did. So I said I wasn't going to. I said I would not go to the bookstore because I still haven't read the books I bought last year, Archie. Yes, I will. They will get read one day. It's going to happen. But I said I wasn't going to. And then I went to Ari's talk.
Yeah.
And Ari's talk was something like, how productive do you need to be? And I kind of went to that with like for a personal reason, not really for my clients, but I was thinking about my husband. So my husband has ADHD, and he is like do. He's like a machine, and I was thinking maybe I would hear some sort of helpful things for him, but actually, I heard a lot of really good stuff for me, and in a way, it really leaned into the self-compassion piece that I've just delivered. And I hadn't expected that. And he said, it's all in my book. And he also said they were discounted, which they were. I checked it on Amazon. It was cheaper here, which is unusual. Yeah. Okay. So I did buy the one book. Okay. I did buy the one. How many have you bought?
I bought 2.
Oh, well done.
I bought, one called Shine from Dr.
Shine.
Brandy,
yes.
who was the keynote speaker from yesterday.
Now you've said that, I'm thinking I do want to get that one too. She was so good.
And she signed it. I got a signed copy.
I'm so gutted. I actually spoke to her, but I did not know it was her.
Oh, really? Well, you mean, you told me the day before.
Yeah, the day she was trying to get into her room, and she couldn't get into her room. The security guard was with her, and I just went over to say, the very same thing happened to me when they gave me that room. They haven't fixed it. It's not going to work.
Right.
And, but I didn't realise who she was.
Right.
And I was nice and everything, but I would have been a lot nicer, Archie, if I'd known who she was.
That's happened a few times. I mean, many of us, where we didn't know who the keynote speaker was.
Yeah, like...
They were literally walking casually. And then after, when they gave the talk, when we had the musician guy, what's his name? The cello.
Oh,
I
yeah, you
remember
told me
telling
about him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He walked in. I
Yeah.
didn't recognise who
Yeah.
he was. He couldn't, like, I think he had to leave through backstage
Oh my gosh.
because people were
Was
like waiting
waiting for
just
him,
to
yeah.
like, take pictures and stuff. But,
Wow.
anyway, rewinding. You said she walked in with a security guard.
Yeah, so she the only reason I know that it was actually her is when she was on the stage yesterday, she mentioned she came in a pink tracksuit. She said that.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, that was the woman in the pink tracksuit on my corridor trying to get into her room, the same room they'd given me that I couldn't get into either, that they hadn't fixed. And I was, you know, like, yeah, but I would have just been a lot nicer and would have been like, I didn't get a
been all over
picture with
social
her.
media by
Yeah,
now,
she
wouldn't
would have been. And you know, when she was on the stage, she was saying about she likes photos.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, darn it. Another time.
Next
Another
time, eh?
Yeah,
that's it. You have to get in there early.
I know,
You
I
have to
know.
get in there
Yes,
early.
yeah.
But I mean, fantastic conference.
Amazing,
I
yeah.
mean, they're just wrapping up. Everything's just been packed away now.
Yeah, they're very quick.
You know, I was saying to people before we came live that it looks like one of those Labour conference parties.
It does a bit. It's got that vibe.
It's got
yeah.
that vibe, yeah. It's like over 3 days.
Yeah.
And like people like we don't
Yeah.
have people dressed up in suits and stuff though.
That's true. Yeah.
that's
Well,
it.
Archie's very smart, though.
Thank you.
Look at you, Archie.
I have
Yeah.
to for the podcast.
Oh, yes, of course. He is a presenter after all. Yeah, he's a presenter.
Don't worry, I've
Yes.
worked for BBC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very
Yeah.
partial.
But also that's kind of something I've noticed, that there are people that are like very smart and there are people that are very, very casual, and it's all good. Like, as in, like, everyone is comfortable to be, which is really nice.
There's this
right?
acceptance, isn't it?
Yeah,
You could just
yeah.
be who you are. I
Yeah.
saw this other person laying on the floor,
Yeah.
like with their feet up and
Yeah.
against the walls. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you just be who you want to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that is it's a very warm, accepting space, I think.
100%. So, I'm going to go and get ready for the party, and
Oh.
I look forward to seeing you
Yeah,
there.
right. So I've got to go now, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna. So you're heading back to the UK. I know you're staying for a while, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my flight tomorrow is at 6:10 in the morning.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
yes.
to New York, isn't
Yes,
it?
to
Yeah,
New York,
yeah.
which seemed like a good idea because then it would mean like I would have a lot of time in New York. But then I realised you're supposed to be at the airport 2 hours before, and then I realised I'm not at the airport. So I'm thinking I might have to get up at 3 in the morning for this flight.
Oh, wow.
Yes, which anyway, never mind. I'll have a lovely time. I'll have lots of time in New York, won't I? That's what I'm going to say to myself.
Just think that.
Yes, I'm thinking of that
You can
because
sleep on the plane, anyway.
I can sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not a lot going on in Kansas City, so I'm quite glad to be having this time. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've got like
Yeah.
5 hours to kill during the day. I'm not sure where to go, to be fair. I
Yeah.
might go and look for tea bags.
yes, find some tea. Find a cup of tea. Or you could go to there's an immersive Titanic exhibition here
There
in
is, yeah,
Kansas
yeah.
City. What the heck?
That's at Union Station.
Yeah, Union Station. Like, what has Kansas City got to do with the
I mean,
Titanic?
is it open yet? Because
I don't know, or maybe they're advertising it. Is it
it's
coming? Coming
it's
soon.
coming, yeah,
soon.
it's coming soon.
But
So if you want to come to Kansas
immersive.
City-
Like, I'm just like, why would I immerse myself in icy cold water, pretend I'm sinking? That doesn't sound that attractive.
Exactly.
I don't
But
know.
guess what? If anyone wants to come next year,
Yes.
the World Cup football will be in Kansas.
No way.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
So
well-
it might be a bit dead at the moment, but
Blimey, really?
yes.
You mean the World Cup
The
football?
World Cup.
Oh,
Not the whole thing, but obviously there's some
Games.
will
Okay.
be played in Kansas.
Who knew?
There you go.
Wow,
There you
goodness
go.
me. Well,
So
we
if-
can offer travel advice then and tell you where to get your tea bags if you're coming.
I mean, just bring your own tea bags.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, guys, bring your own tea bags. Definitely bring
Bring
your
a
own
bag of them if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
coming
yeah.
here for the whole
Bring
2
some
weeks.
for Archie too, because he's going to need some.
Please,
Yeah,
desperately. I
yeah.
haven't had this cup of tea
No, no.
since I've been here. I think
Yeah.
the last cup of tea I had was on the plane.
Yeah,
So-
you're gonna be very happy when you go home and
I
you
mean,
have your
yeah,
nice
certainly.
cup of
I mean,
tea.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can't beat home. There's
You
things,
can't.
yeah, the
You can't.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Pippa, great chatting to you. We can talk for England,
We
honestly.
could. We probably
Literally.
need to stop. Yes.
Safe travels back.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
connect. I mean,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, it's not just going to be a conference thing. Let's
Yeah.
keep.
I hope so. Yeah, and
let's keep in
it's
touch
been
as
so
well.
good meeting you and meeting your other friends
Oh,
and
yeah,
colleagues
yeah.
and everything.
course.
So yeah, I hope
Yeah.
we will, and I'll
Yeah.
see you at the conference again, but hopefully in
Well,
between.
yeah, we'll probably do something
Yes.
in between that. But
Yeah.
yeah, go well. All
Okay.
the best.
Thank
Take
you.
care. See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.